Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Midweek Mindset. Have you ever had that day where you had a lot of things planned that you needed to get done and they were important things? It wasn't just, stuff you were trying to knock off a to-do list, but maybe important things, time-sensitive things, stuff that made a difference for something, right? And so you've got these plans and I got to get this stuff done, and then boom, right? Something happens and your day blows up. And I'm not talking about that thing that takes 15 minutes. I'm talking about that thing that comes in and wipes out your afternoon, or like happened to me today, wiped out several hours of my day. And I had this important stuff that I needed to get done, and some things to get finished, finalized, and this video recorded, a lot of things that I needed to get done that were time sensitive things, and they're important. And I gotta tell you, I got frustrated. I'm like, oh man, but I got this stuff to do. And I don't know how you react. Maybe you probably react better than I do with that kind of thing. But it's like, oh, how am I supposed to get this stuff done? There's one of me, and I can't be in two places at once. And then I got to thinking a little bit, and I'm like, okay. God knows the stuff that I got going on, and He knows what's important, right? And so take that deep breath, right? So I say, okay, God, what are the priorities? What all are we going to get done today? And you know what? I'm getting this video done, and I'm getting the other stuff done, even though some things happen, and I'm not doing it the way I thought I was going to get it done. In the time, in the order, and things that I thought were going to happen. But it made me think about the parable in Luke chapter 12. It doesn't apply apples to apples exactly, but I think you get why maybe this was brought to my mind by His Spirit, and it's called the parable of the rich fool, and it's about this guy that is farming, and he has a bumper crop, and it is so huge. He says, "Oh my goodness, I don't even have anywhere to store all this stuff." And he says, "What am I going to do? I know what I'm going to do. I am going to tear down my barns and build bigger barns and store all this stuff up, and then I'm going to lean back and say, man, you've got it made. You've got enough grain. You've got enough stuff that you can kick back and take it easy and eat, drink, and be merry, and you are set for a long time." And then God said to the man, He says, "You fool, do you not know that this very night your life is going to be taken from you?" And then He's going to get all the stuff that you planned for, all this stuff you were going to get done, all this stuff you were going to take care of, right? And so the point is to think a little bit about the priorities. Our priorities, God's priorities. Maybe think about these stories we hear where somebody is running late, they hit every stoplight, something happens, and they get to the airport late, they miss their flight. And then later we find out that plane wrecked, or that something happened, they missed their train, or whatever the case was. Something inconvenienced them, something happened, messed up their plans. And maybe it saved their life. And maybe that's what happens to us sometimes when these things happen. Or maybe the point is that maybe we're supposed to stop and save someone else's life. And I don't mean physically. Maybe that'll happen. But maybe it's that we share Christ with somebody. Maybe we spend a little bit of time with them. Maybe God is reminding, and we spend time with somebody and we share Christ with them. Or God is reminding us about His priorities. And if ours have gotten twisted a little bit, to get those things taken care of. And so that's what I thought about today, as things were happening after I had my moment of frustration, right? And thought about that. So think about that next time that you have all of this stuff planned that you need to get taken care of, and your day gets turned topsy-turvy, and you land on your head and you say, this isn't fair, this is crazy, why did this happen to me? And say exactly that. Why did this happen to me? Okay, God, why did this happen to me today? And what are you trying to show me? What are you trying to teach me? Maybe it's just some patience. Maybe it's a little trust in Him, a little faith in Him. Maybe it's because our priorities were in the wrong spot and we needed to focus on someone instead of something, right? So that's the reminder that next day the next time your day gets twisted all around, stop and ask God, okay, why God? What am I supposed to learn today? Have a great day.